So then, good afternoon everyone, and here we are then, with Abu Dhabi round 23, the Silver Championship decider between Pira and Cars. And that is going to get very heated up in this next hour and a half now, and I'm joined with the one and only Lucas De Vrida. How are you doing, Lucas?
Hello, hello, hello. I'm very well, thank you. I'm very excited as well for this final race here in the Silver Division. As you said, it's still all to play for. Like it's so close between Cars and Para, and I wouldn't know who to put my money on.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It's come down to the wire, mate. 3 points separate Cars and Pira. The pressure is on.
It really is, and I wouldn't know who the pressure is on more. Cars is now actually leading, but he does have the confidence from last races.
He does, mate. He does. Yeah, I think, like I said, the confidence would be high. Once you've got the confidence, there's nothing else that can bring you down. But no, let's see how everyone is then in the chat. Let's get you all in. Let's get you all into this as well. Share this around as well, guys, because this is going to be really interesting to watch. Let's not forget as well, we have Sindro still in the fight. Just for example, if Pira and Cars DNF today, and he got the fastest lap and won the race, he would win the championship by 1 point, Lucas.
Yeah, but that would be an insane scenario.
It would. Yeah.
It's far-fetched, but it could happen, especially if Para and Cars are to qualify 1 and 2, for example, and a little bit turn 1 shenanigans. You never know who's going to come out on top.
No, exactly that, mate. But how do you think it'll all unfold then?
I don't know. I don't know who's looking fast here, who is looking more confident. But going off the final few races, you'd have to say Cars is having the upper hand.
Yeah, definitely. It's just been that. Go on. Sorry.
You can never count out Para, is what I was going to say. He's definitely for sure still the fastest driver in the Silver Division. He's just, I don't know, I feel like the pressure maybe got to him the last few races, and that went to show in his performance as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know that race, some of the races let him down massively. He has made mistakes, but it's all today where it counts, mate. You've got to this position for this. I'm even nervous for them myself, and I've not even got my race yet.
Yeah, it's insane that we have 2 championship deciders on the same day.
It is brilliant. It is brilliant.
I don't think that happened last season at all. I think Gold was the only division where it was all to play for, and we all know what happened then.
It was, mate. Yeah. We've had some championships fight come right down to the wire, but would you say this is the best we've seen by points and margins and the drivers and teams as well, like Mercedes?
I think this has been the most exciting division. Para is gonna crash. Is he out? Oh, bloody hell! He's lucky.
Oh my god, my heart was in my mouth.
There's a lot of runoff there, and that has just saved Para.
Yeah, it goes away.
One of the fastest corners around this track. Oh, but not a good start for one of the championship protagonists then.
And where's Cars? He's sector 3. He's coming around the last few corners. Wow, my heart was in my mouth then, Lucas.
Definitely. Cars will know this as well. He's going to be in a party, I think, with Sandro talking to him. Oh, Para's just spun. It is a tricky track though, Ben, especially now. It's way faster than before.
It is, so it's like, what, 7 seconds faster?
Yeah. Well, there goes Cars. That's a statement.
There he goes.
But no, as I was saying about the Silver Championship, it's been up and down. We've seen multiple drivers leading the championship. Great battle. 5 drivers at one point of the season were in for the championship. It's come down to 3. Actually, it is 3, mathematically 3. But yeah, it's changed so much, and at one point we were very certain that Para was going to run away with it. I think everyone was very certain that Para was going to run away with it.
Bad boy man now goes top.
Gosh, yeah, but in the end, it's come down to consistency more than raw pace, as Cars has shown.
It really has, mate. Yeah, you are totally correct with that. And earlier on in the season, like I said, I think Cars was late to join Silver as well, no?
He was, yeah.
Yeah,
He came from bronze.
Yeah, he come from bronze, and is today he's got the chance to make him crown the champion of the Silver Division. Red is on a good lap here. She's gone purple 1 and 2 apparently, according to the Deltas. She has gone wide, and that is in the validation.
But no, would that be the first Dutch driver to win an F7 championship? I can't remember.
It will be, yeah. He will be the first. He will be the first Dutchman.
Absolute scenes. Let's see who. East has just started his lap. Paris still in the pit lane. Nathan is on a lap as well. He's in the final sector.
Yeah, I'm on board with Nathan now. He's got a bit of traffic behind him. They got out of the way nicely. I don't know if that's a spinner as well.
Oh, that's deep. That's gonna. Oh, he lifted there.
Yeah.
Saved him.
Gonna get a lap time on the board already, Nathan, and it is a P8 with a 25.4.
Would have lost him some time in the penultimate corner. East now goes purple in sector 2 as well. Of course, East is on good form as well. Him and Bad Boy Man have really turned up those final few races.
They really have, you're right. Yeah. Pira's not come out of the pits just yet. He is coming out now. Do you think that might have unsettled him a little bit?
I hope it hasn't. If it has, he has to realize that it's first run Q1 of full quali. It's so little grip around the track as East now goes fastest. Yeah, it's got nothing. It proves nothing for Para. If in Q3 he can take the corner maybe the way he took it just now, and it will stick to the floor. It's just different levels of grip. He was very early out on track, remember? So
he was, yeah. Track always hitting up and improving. We do have DJ Horby out here on a medium lap time. He's not doing too bad. He's getting a bit of a toe from that Red Bull. He's just gone out on that outlap. Got purple sector 2 apparently.
Go on, Harvey.
Red Bull needs to move out of the way though.
If Stack is on the lap himself, I don't think he is.
He's gone wide, Harvey. Though.
Oh, Stack. Oh, and that's Harvey in the wall, and he's out.
He's not going to be happy with himself there.
I think he might be a little bit upset about the Red Bull driver in front as well. Especially since that Red Bull driver has now spun himself in turn 3.
Yeah, unlucky Harv. Steckfeller's also out as well. He's lost it in turn 1. And so is Jack as well. He's retired in the
Jack is retired in the pit lane, yeah.
Yeah, Harvey. Don't worry about that. I mean,
Perro's gone round again,
gone round again. He has, yeah. He spun it in sector 1.
He needs to settle down.
So yeah, Pirro's struggling out there. I know Pirro has had a bit of a stressful week as well, though. Which I can't discuss on stream, but yeah. You don't know how much practice he has done. You still got the race hard as well. Obviously, yeah, you have got to wait a long time in the qualifier now, but it'll be alright.
A lot of spinners though, Ben. It's not only Para. I've seen.
It's not only Para.
Dust is not just now spun around. It's very tricky out on track.
Sendro is still struggling as well. He's validated his lap time, so he'll save his ERS and he'll be going again. Another hole in my door. You ain't got much
Oh, and there goes another one.
sorry, mate. You ain't got much privacy now, Harv. That's it, mate.
Nigel and the Alpha Tower just spun around as well. It's like an ice.
It is like an ice rink, mate. The cold weather has hit Abu Dhabi.
Oh, it really is cold, isn't it?
It is freezing, mate.
Barra is going again, though.
Yeah, so is Red as well. She's out there. Oh no, she isn't. Sorry, she's just set that P6 lap time. Come on in, Phil. Let's see what you got, mate.
It's only Q1 though as well. He's just got to get a lap time on the board. Doesn't need to be fastest.
Yeah, you just bring that pace on gradually, don't you? You just. Excuse me, guys. I still have this cough a little bit going on. It's not as bad as what it has been. Got my voice back as well. I think last stream was a bit not too sounding too great from me. But here comes Piro, Lucas.
Looks better. Looks fast as well, to be fair. It's going to be fast enough though. No, it's P12. With a lot of drivers still yet to set a lap time, Ben.
Yeah, you can imagine they get in 25s as well.
I mean, there's drivers like Black Mamba, Nigel, Idma Dust and Sandro. They're all very fast drivers. If they put a good lap time on the boards.
Yeah, Black Mamba and
I wouldn't be
Sandro
surprised if Perez has
there,
to go again.
Yeah, he might have to. It looked like a fast lap though. It didn't look like it was a 25.5 to be honest. It looked like it was going to be the 24s, but he's still 5 tenths off the 24s. I guess.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it might be his fourth lap on the same set of tires as well. I don't know if he picked his new set for his second run. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think he'll have to go again. And I think he knows that himself as well.
Yeah, Sender's just waiting for the bit of traffic. He's got to be careful though, because they want to get this in next.
So yeah, let's keep an eye out on what Para does. But there is some other drivers on an outlap. Nigel, Black Mamba, even does Sandro, all on outlaps. With 4 and a bit minutes to go.
Yeah, this Q1's gone fast, mate.
It has a lot of stuff to talk about as well.
Yeah, really. So, like, Piro's only just got back into the pits now. Black Mamba's just starting his lap. Sandro is on his lap as well in sector 1. And Sandro is one of done a very good first sector.
Oh, Black Mamba's out.
He's crashed, yeah.
Well, that's helpful for Para then.
It is very, yeah. My dust has gone wide on. He's in on outlap.
He is, yeah. Sandro is taking very nice lines.
Yeah, it seems to be tidy so far from Sandro. He will not be feeling any pressure today, I don't think, Lucas.
Oh, no. No, same like last week, of course. Last week it didn't quite work out for Sandro, but he's the only driver in this championship fight that has literally nothing to lose. Because I think his third place is safe as well. Here he comes then. It looks like a good lap. I think it might be P4, 24.5. A little bit slower than his teammate as well. Lost a lot of time in that final sector.
Do you think that's what they will be planning, Lucas? Sort of the... So for Sandro just maybe to sit behind cars and Sandro does all the defending for him? Or will they
They said it
basically...
last week, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
I mean, Sendro will only go for it if something was to happen between the two, but as long as Scars is near Sendro, I'm pretty sure Sendro is not going to find it.
No, exactly that. Eat My Dust is out there on the mediums as well. Can he do a 25 on the medium?
I don't know, but whether he does or not, Para has gone out again, so he is not taking no risk whatsoever.
It'd be on a
What would help
though,
Para now is... Yeah, probably, I think so. What would help Para now if he was just to do this lap and put it on P1?
It would. It would give him great confidence. There's only P15 for Eat My Dust as well. DDT still in the pit lane. But let's see what Pyrrha does then.
So he needs about 6-7 temps to be well up there. Does already look way better. 3 temps up in sector 1 alone. But it's not ideal still.
Yeah, no, obviously if I think Eat My Dust is going to be alright. Dilly T is still yet not come out.
It's going to be too late anyway then.
Yeah, it is, mate, yeah. But Pyrrha is safe. He wouldn't need to set this lap time, but I think he's just going to do it for his peripheral, for his own self-confidence, as he is 7 temps up.
Yeah, I think it's good if he finishes this lap for himself.
Yeah, get closer to the Mercedes guys and especially cars as well. But he's only around the 25, he's in the 24s now. It's only about 24.8 at the moment as it stands.
Yeah, but this final sector with new tires compared to old tires.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. But he's going to be at a disadvantage if he's used to fresh stuff and it's P3. He's gone ahead of cars.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not ideal for Para in the slightest. If he had to use 2 sets here in Q1, which I'm pretty sure he has, because those tires look brand new. Don't get your wheel off, you. Oh dear, Para.
Oh my
He's
God.
lucky again.
He is very
on an
lucky.
in-lap, that's not what you want at all.
I would have put him out of qualifying as well.
Yep.
So everyone can retire now. That's it for qualifying. Nathan is out there, but DDT got no chance in.
Yeah, it's just waiting on Para and Nathan.
We've had a lot of spinners as well. It happened in bronze this morning as well.
Well, I've got no clue how tricky this track is compared to maybe time trial or something.
Nathan is coming to the line with 25-1. He did improve. And that is it for qualifying. Pyrrha just wants to retire. That would be much appreciated. Pyrrha, if you want to retire, mate, you can do. It's just you out there. No
Please don't drive into the pit lane. I'll fly over to Greece.
He's gone very wide. He's going to go over the line.
Alright, that's Q1 done then. Most of the drivers not making it through, but have actually crashed out, I think.
They have, yeah.
So yeah, it's East in the Ferrari in P1, it's Bad Boy Man, 2 Dutchies in P1 and P2 in the Haas, and then just at the end it's F7Racing and Red Bull in P3 ahead of his nearest championship rival. And then out in Q1 are Stack Fellows who crashed out while trying to improve. Eat My Dust actually made it through on those mediums, that's impressive. It's then DDT who hasn't set a lap time, and then Black Mamba, DJ Harvey and Alvaro Rochabas, who all didn't set a lap time because they crashed out, unfortunately.
On to Q2 then. Let's get us underway. It is East the fastest man at the moment. It's the Dutchies locking out. That top row again.
Alrighty. Yeah, it does seem like East and Bad Boy Man together have found something that's giving them the edge as of late.
Yeah, you're right. You are right as well.
I don't know if they've maybe had more time to practice, or if they've just found something setup-wise or pace-wise, if they turned off some assists.
Yeah, you got Red Wildfire and Mag G. They've made a Q2
They have, yeah.
appearance. Fair play to those as well. Pete McDustin's got all the softs that he would love to have as well. Who was the first one out then? It is Mag G.
A lot of drivers are going very early.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently learning medium traction control. If I was you, East, and Bad Boy Man as well, after this final race, one medium TC and go straight to no TC. Gains you so much more time.
Yeah, I think they got a great opportunity to learn that in the 4 weeks as well. I think we're going to see big pace improvements as well. You think you've got a couple of people coming down from gold to silver and then down again to bronze. So the level is always improving every season. We got Billy next season as well.
Ooh. And he's got a point to prove in silver.
He does, yeah.
Shall we get? No, actually, no. Never mind. I'm not going to make the joke.
Mag G has done a good sector 1. That's not too bad. The times are so close in sector 1 though because of how fast it is. It's just who dares to take it the fastest. That's literally it.
All in the exit of turn 1, and then just who takes the best line without scrubbing off all the speed in the fast section.
There was a yellow flag for cars there as well, Lucas. Pura is right behind him. Cars needs to move out of the way. Cars is going to be giving him a tow down the long straight, and that's Red Wildfire. Oh, she's crashed in sector 1.
Took too much risk.
Mag G's coming through the line now. He's in sector 3. Pura and cars battling side by side already.
Oh, Mag G nearly loses the car there.
Oh, and Pura's gone really wide then. And Super Turbo's the fastest at the moment with 25.4. And that was Burger with a 24.6.
Some good banker laps.
Wide again from Pura. Pura's not putting the greatest of laps here. Gonna box, isn't he? Yeah.
Well. Car's is gonna go again on his same set of tires.
Yeah, he had a big moment in sector 1. Now this is good, sector 1. 8 and almost 9 seconds up just in sector 1 alone.
Oh, Ben, we're gonna have to give a big shout out to DJ Harvey, who, of course, crashed out as per usual. No, I'm joking, Harvey. I'm joking.
No, he should be he should be proud of himself, really. I know he keeps making the mistakes of crashing out in qualifying and races, but he's really come a long way with pace-wise as well. He just needs to, obviously you can't review him. You just need to stick at it, mate. Keep doing what you're doing, and in the 4 weeks, I would just try and learn the game a bit more, sort of feeling. I think that's more really it, more than anything else, just for you. Try and settle the nerves a bit more. And you don't have to impress anyone as well, mate. Don't think you've always got to try and impress. Just do you, mate. And that's all you can do from there. And you got this race as well to come back in.
Yep. Good lap by Cars, 24.4.
Yeah, very good lap time.
But again though, a lot of drivers spinning or invalidating their laps. It's still very tricky out there. Who else is on the lap? East in the Ferrari, driver fastest in Q1. He's gone purple in sector 2. East is looking very confident out there, but it's looking like a great lap.
Yeah, what's going to come to the line now? And he's gone fast.
24.0, very good lap. I don't know if he's watching the stream, but if Nigel is watching the stream, I've seen it for the third time now where he is taking that white line into turn 1. It doesn't invalidate your lap, but it's not allowed in F7 on any track to do that. Para is gonna go again now. Apparently, Para and Cars came together on the first run, and Para got damage of it, which I'm sure will be reported to the stewards afterwards. But that's why Para was looking so understeery on his first flying lap then.
Yeah, you're right. Nigel as well, he's out there on the lap. Let's see what he can do. He's in sector 3 now. Mate, he's gone into the pits. Nathan's well, he's got a bit of traffic ahead of him. It's Jack, I think, on the out lap. It's not, it's Adidas.
Nathan's going to go into the pit lane as well.
There's a lot of people still yet to set
Para has
lap
gone
time.
round again. Para has spun it round. As a third, maybe fourth time this qualifying session. I hope his setup is looking better for the race, because this is not a good omen for a setup for the race if he's going to spin so much. He needs to qualify that car high up and control. Have to get confidence in that car. F7R Jack, another driver who's on good form lately. Can he get a podium today again? I think there'll be a lot of drivers who will be looking for a win today, especially if things get a little bit feisty up front. As Checo's P2, so a very good lap from the Alfa Romeo driver. His teammate is following him in the final corner now. You're right, Ben.
Yeah, sorry mate, I was just sorting something out on my phone. Sorry about that. I'm back now, I'm back properly though. Super Turbo as well, he's coming. Is he up on his time now? On a 4-minute lap time. It's not improving either, but this is the big question though, Lucas, with 4 minutes left. Pyrrha.
Yep.
And he's still in the pit, so he's got one run at this. Manchi is also out there on lap as well.
If you look at
Manchi's made a mistake.
You look at the tires that everyone's got on. At the moment, Pyrrha is bolted on a set of mediums, which I assume won't be the tires that he's going out on.
It's going to be interesting to see what how his tires are gonna be.
He actually is on the mediums.
He is, yeah. So is he going to be able to put a lap time in to get in? Obviously, Bad Boy Man's going to go again as well.
Yeah, we'll have to. Only P11 for now.
Oh, Ed Williams is in the chat.
Nah.
Yes, he is.
Nah.
He's redeemed the Red redeemed the shout out for Ed. Hello Ed, how you doing, mate? It's nice to see your name around. Is he actually here?
Nah.
He is here, he is watching. The man himself. He's
Ed.
here.
The mighty Ed.
He comes around when the last races of the season. He's put a wave. Oh no, it's nice to see your name, Ed. I hope you're tuning in tonight, mate.
There's
another big one on tonight. You probably know the news.
Stop talking about yourself, Ben.
I'm just saying, I have a lot to thank because of Ed. He's come to watch Nathan though. He's watching Nathan, see what he can do. As I'm on board with him now. He's in sector 3.
Oh, I bet he spins.
No, don't, because that would just be banter central. Yes, he heard me. Oh, Nathan, I'm sorry. Oh, I think he'd be laughing himself at that one. Yes. Oh. I think he's just, maybe he just did that one just for.
Pyrrha's spun around again.
Oh,
that's bigger news.
This is massive.
Well, Pyrrha's gonna have to hurry to go around. Pyrrha might not make it.
He's not gonna get round. He's not gonna get round. He's out. He's gonna be out in Q3.
Mental.
Wow.
That's actually huge for this championship fight.
Hasn't been able to do it in qualified. And he has. He's already slowed down Pyrrha. He would be disappointed with himself there, and I'm sure cars give that one a bit of a fist bump. Unbelievable. With no lap time set as well. 40 seconds to get to the line. Still going very slow. No, he won't. There's too many 90-degree corners for him to even try and attempt to get there. As they're all retiring now, they know they've had done enough. Nathan's gone purple sector 2 as well. Is he going to make a Q3 appearance? We shall soon find out.
He's got no ERS though.
He was up. He was up in sector 2.
It's looking fast. Go on, Nathan. Keep it pinned. No.
Coming to the line. Is it going to be enough? It's
No.
not quite.
P11. Which
Just
means nothing
out.
anymore.
Lewis W as well. He's coming to the line now. What's he going to be able to do? He's not going to be able to improve on his lap time either. Nigel is give up. Adidas is in with a shot. He's in sector 2. Has Pira made it to the line because he did?
Oh.
Oh wow, he made it to the line. Maybe our times are wrong.
I think it might have been, yeah.
But on a set of mediums, he has to beat a 24.9.
And that's a good lap time as well, 24.9. It's not easy.
It's not going to be easy, no. He's obviously got no deltas to work with either. Adidas, how's he getting on? I don't know what his times are.
Nigel as well. If they improve to even better times, the cutoff point might even be a 24.7, 24.6.
It's already a 1:41 for... Here comes Adidas and he makes it in.
Improves.
So it's a 24.7 that Pira has to beat now. Is this good enough? Is he going to make the Q3 appearance? It's looking good.
It would be very impressive if he does it
It
as
is
well.
looking good.
Is it
He
enough?
got
I don't know,
P10.
Ben.
He got P10.
Did he? Oh, that's very
He
impressive
got
by Barrett, to say
P10.
the
I'm
least.
pretty sure. Yeah, P10. Pira makes it through. That would have just added more pressure to the Mercedes guys. Wow.
Oh, and look at the delta as well. Only four hundredths of a second.
It was, yeah. 400ths of a second just to knock Lewis out on the medium compound. But has he got any softs left? Has he got one set?
I think it might be one set, yeah. But okay, there we have it then. Bad Boy Man in East, P1 and P2 again. Now they've switched around. It's F7R Jack in the Alfa Romeo in P3 and then out in Q1. Lewis, who was beaten just at the end there by Pera and the Red Bull. Eat My Dust in P12 as well, so both the McLarens out in Q2. It's F7R Nathan, Nigel and Red Wildfire also all out in Q2. Oh, this is the final Q3 of this season, Ben.
I know. I can't believe it. It's gone very fast. Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a shame, but season 6 fastly approaching, and that will be fun as well. We've seen Ed Williams as well this season in silver. Wow, he's I can't believe he returned. That was nice. Give me 2 secs, Lucas.
Okay. Who is going to be out first on track here in Q3? I think it's going to be F7R Berger in the Williams. Yeah, the bronze reserve, SFR Maggi. I think he did it last race as well in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not actually, I don't remember. But he has made it to Q3 here in silver. Very good result by him. Who is gonna get pole position then? Let's get some predictions in the chat as well. Is it gonna be any of the two of East and Bad Boy Men who've been fastest in Q1 and Q2? Will it be any of the Mercedes driver? Will it be F7 or Para after struggling in Q1 and Q2? Let's put some names in the chat who you think is gonna get pole position here. Of course I'm going to say Sandro, as per usual. It would be so good to see Para and Cars close to each other on track after this Q3 session. On the same row of the grid. But I think Cars has either spun on his outlap or he's let his teammate by. There were some yellow flags shortly in sector 3, sorry. But I'll give you the sector comparisons between Para and Cars. Para is just approaching the sector 1 split now. And it's a 17.7 for Para in sector 1. It's going to be a little while until Cars gets there.
What have I missed?
Remember, nothing much really. Outlaps. And me waffling. Here comes Cars and approaching the sector 1 split. 17.7 for Para. What's going to be for Cars? It's going to be 17.5. So he's got a 2/10 advantage already over Para. Oh, look at this, Ben. Look at this. The Mercedes are teamworking. Sandro is giving Cars slipstream. Sandro is now going to have to dive out of the way. And Cars is going to have to nail his braking points. Which he does. That would have given him such an advantage. Para's middle sector 53.8. What is Cars going to be? It's a 53.0, Ben. Cars is 8 tenths up on Para so far.
Unbelievable.
Bad boy man on 23.6.
That's a very good lap time. Someone was in the wall then. I thought it was Cars, or we got scared.
Cars is going to keep it together in this final sector. Para's on the 24.9. That's not the greatest lap ever. Here comes Cars out of the final corner. Needs a good exit here. Wow, it's 23.7, only just shy of Bad Boy Man's time, but that's a very good lap time.
Yeah, and he splits. And he's with a 23.5.
Them two boys have really been practicing lately, I can tell. Bad Boy Man and East.
Putting it on 1 and 2 again, they're dominating the qualifying session.
Really are. What can Sandro do? Of course, it would be perfect for Cars if Sandro was in between him and Para. He can then do what Perez was doing last season. I think Cars. I don't think Cars have Sandro's yellow flag. And that's for Para again. Para's been in the wall again.
He's on the wall again, is he?
On an in lap.
Yeah. Is Sandro going to go anywhere near his teammate? He comes through the tricky sector 3. Through the flat right.
I think Sandro can go P4 here. Bit understeer in the final corner though. He does go P4.
That's so vital, you know. This is Q3. This is for the grid positions, and Pira is behind Berger as well. 3 F7R racers there, all joined together.
Yeah, East, rightfully so that you're very happy. It's a very good lap. I don't know what a really fast lap around here is, but 23.5. I can only imagine that's very fast. What are you aiming for tonight, Ben? What kind of lap time would be a good lap time for gold? Oh, right, okay. SFR Maggi, the only driver on an out lap. Sandro's on an in lap. Only them two out on track at the moment. As we have 5 minutes left at this final part of qualifying. And I'm sure Para can do better than a 24.9. Can he go anywhere near the time of Sandro and Cars? I don't know where Ben's gone. I apologize. Yeah, you're just watching the Merc Parrots at the moment. Super Turbo out on track as well on his outlap. Whoa, F7R Jack, thank you so much for subscribing. For 5 months.
Sorry. Wow, yeah, just seen that. Jack, he's ill in bed. Oh no, he's not. He's here. He is here. Sorry, he's here racing. What am I on about? And he still gives a subscription.
I've just been asking you questions, thinking you've been ignoring.
Sorry, no, I haven't been ignoring you. I should have said something. I quickly rushed to go to the toilet. And, but sorry, what was your question, Lucas? Can't remember.
I was wondering what a good lap time was in goals.
Yeah. Oh, in goals, it's probably going to be a 22.9. Imagine 22.8 maybe.
Also, in the meantime, East has retired in the pit lane. He doesn't think he can do anything better than the 23.5 he's just set.
No, he doesn't. No. So this is a great opportunity now for Cars and Bad Boy Man to get that pole position. Imagine if Cars put it on a pole here.
He's gonna have to do it without a slipstream. I really think his slipstream from his teammate has helped him in that lap.
Yeah, with such a long slipstream that he was given.
I think East doesn't think he can improve. Only driver I can see improving is Bad Boy Man. I think Cars without a slipstream will struggle to improve his 23.7. But here comes F7 Para in the Red Bull. How fitting is it that it's Red Bull versus Mercedes as well, actually? You haven't really spoken about that.
No. Obviously Mercedes obviously wrapped up the constructors. But yeah, it's still always so close. And here goes Bad Boy Man. He's looking like he's had a very good first sector. Let's not forget this guy is on auto gears and I think full traction as well.
I think he might have turned that off.
Yeah.
I think that they're both on medium now, and I think Bad Boy Man, I think I saw him say to someone that he's on manual now.
Okay. Oh, and Mad G's gone P4. Wow, what a lap time from Mad G. Yeah, that's very impressive. Mad G seems to turn it on for Silver Division. He likes Silver.
Who doesn't?
No, who doesn't, eh? How's Mad G how's Bad Boy Man getting on? He's still up slightly.
Wow, that turns a little bit deep there. But of course, that long hairpin.
The exit will be better. He's got a Red Bull in front of him that needs to get out of the way. That is Pira. He's only on the outlap. Oh, that might put him off. Hasn't put Bad Boy Man off. He knows he was going to have to move out of the way.
Here he comes then to the line. Is he going to beat it? One of his best buddies on. He has a 23.3, but what a lap by Bad Boy Man. He even gained time in the final section, even with the Red Bull driver a little bit in his way. Wow. He maybe didn't think anyone could beat that. Bad Boy Man has just done exactly that.
Impressive, yeah. And Cars was already a 10th up in Sector 1. Obviously going to lose time in Sector 3.
Gone. What has Perra just done? I was on board with Perra. He was a 10th up in Sector 1. And then he's just driven off the track. And now he's invalidated his lap. Perra is not going to improve.
He is not, no. He's only got 35 seconds. He's not going to make it around. So
it's going to be
massive for Cars. What is Cars Sector 2 time? He's up still. Is always time in Sector 3. Can he find time? Needs to find a lot of it to beat Bad Boy Man.
And remember, he will have lost time due to not having a slipstream this lap. Oh no, he's gone around.
He has spun it. He's lost the front
wing. No improvement for Cars either.
It's not, but he will like to know. He will be happy with that where he stands at the moment. And any other improvements? What about Sendro? Sendro is in Sector 1, just starting his lap. And he's up.
Up by a 10th as well. Nah, East, don't worry. Your level's very good. The level that Bad Boy Man's done was even better.
It was, really was. Berger is moving out of the way. Pura is going to make the line, Lucas. No, he's not.
No, Fleck's fallen already.
So, but the question is, Adidas and Jack could still beat Pura here to knock him down a few more positions.
It's going to be P8 at best here, Ben. It might even be P10. I think Jack has had a really good middle sector. But 53.1, that's actually very fast, Ben. Cars at a 53.0. I think Jack will be in the 23s here as well. On only one lap here in Q3, where can F7R Jack go? He goes P4, 24.2.
That is massive.
And
what about
3 taps up as well.
Teammate? Yeah. It's like Nathan just said, first blood to Cars, and it really is first blood.
It really is. Here comes Cars out of the final corner. He's gone a little bit deep. But he now takes P4. He joins his teammate on the second row of the grid. That's crucial. Crucial for Cars as well.
That is really nice for Cars as well.
Adidas, P9. F7 Apparel will start P10 at this championship decider, Ben.
It's unbelievable, mate.
He's been struggling all qualifying session. And he's not been able to put a lap in that's good enough to challenge Cars. But there we have it. Bad Boy Man in the Haas takes pole position here around Abu Dhabi in the final race. He's really showing what he can do next season. He is joined on the front row by East. They're friends in real life, and now they're going to be starting P1 and P2. Is Cars in P3, joined by his teammate Sandro in P4. F7R Jack with only one lap puts it in P5, followed by the bronze reserve of SFR Maggi. F7R Super Turbo and F7R Burger. The two Williams teammates are P7 and P8. P9 is Adidas in the Alfa Romeo. And then the biggest surprise, the biggest upset of this qualifying session, F7R Para starting P10. But as a wise man, Finnick has now just said, anything, literally anything can happen in this race.
No, it's definitely not over yet. You got the race now. You got 29 laps to bring that car home for either one of them. And that's all it's going to take. It doesn't matter where Cars finish. He just has to finish ahead of Pura. And so does Pura have to finish ahead of Cars.
Whether it's P9 and P10, if Cars is ahead of Para, it's decided. Cars and Sandro took a light in turn 1.
Not a chance. Not with their teamwork this season. Sandro will not make a move on it.
Sandro will put it in a wall before he touches his teammate.
Yeah.
That's weird
what
sentence.
He would sacrifice. That's what he would sacrifice. No, I know what you meant.
No, I think not Sandro and Cars. I think they are the best teammate combination we've seen in F7.
For sure, for the silver division.
Yeah, it's on level with you and Bill.
Definitely. He won me a championship last season with the holding up like Biscatti the way he did at Mexico, and I think if he didn't ever do that, it would have been a completely different story. Here we go then, Lucas. The final race of the season, mate, as they get away with their formation lap. Let's enjoy it.
Gonna do lights out.
No, I wasn't going to do lights out. No. Let's see the strategies, mate.
No risks taken by the top 5. All starting on the mediums. There's a few drivers on the hards and Stackfellows in P16 is on the softs. I, once again, don't know what a good strategy around here is. You'll have to...
It's either like any other track, mate. It's hard, medium, or medium hard. That's the only two there is, so unfortunately. Whatever you decide to go on, and whatever works out with safety cars or no safety cars or whatever it is, but I think medium hard is the best solution for this track. It's just keeping the tyres under 100 degrees. That's tough to do.
I think starting on the hards always has the advantage at the pit stops.
Yeah, that's also true as well.
But it's dependent on safety cars so much.
Do you want to do lights out, Lucas? Or do you want to do?
No, I did it last week. I'll leave this final one to you. You've done a lot of work. I'll let the honor to you, Ben.
It's a team effort, mate. It doesn't matter who puts in what work or whatnot. It's a team effort.
You know how I feel about it.
I know. But there's no need to feel anything towards it, mate. I like to do it for the both of us, and you've helped me out along with the season as well. So, yeah, But we'll get to that. Because now, as we're about to get underway, the bad boy man. This is exciting, Lucas.
It really is. It really, really is. I really want to see, I'm just going to be biased here, I want to see East win a race in silver. He hasn't won in silver yet. But I'm sure Bad Boy Man won't make it easy for him.
No, he won't. Bad boy man just needs to get underway pretty well here. And the East has disqualified himself. So Cars has got an advantage. Maybe to get past, but Cars doesn't want to risk anything here. And Pira has put his car on an angle as well. Here we go then. It is 2, 3, 4, 5 lights here in Abu Dhabi. And it is lights out and away we go for the final time for the silver division. And how have they got underway?
Cars has got an amazing start compared to East. Cars is in P2.
And he's in P2.
Sandros is F7 Ampera still driving. He is in P10. There's a lot of cars ahead of him though. He's got to be careful to not get damaged. There's a Williams spun ahead of him. Paris now in P9, but still driving crucially.
And that is a massive
Bad Boy
start.
Man. Really, really is. Cars in P2. It's Bad Boy Man from Cars from East from Sandro still in P4. And then there's moves happening all down the field.
Jack
F7
is making
Ampera
up a
still in
position.
P9.
How is Pira getting on? He hasn't been able to make a move and he's got no pressure from behind him as well. So it's just all the cars in front of him now. And it is for the one and only Cars, the Dutch driver, and he almost goes into the back of the Bad Boy Man.
He's got to be careful. No risk whatsoever for Cars, surely.
We will probably see him lose time to Bad Boy Man, but he just needs to let him run away and do his own thing and bring Car home.
Further back down the field, Black Mamba has spun it. He's lost a lot of positions. F7R Super Turbo down the inside of F7R Jack. Jack defends though, and he keeps P6.
Let's see the position changes then. As I am on the tires. Position changes. It is 6 positions for Steg Fellows. I started on the softs and it is 6 for DJ Harvey as well. That's the most improvement. Adidas has made a mistake. He's spun round. He's in the wall in sector 3.
Idma Dust and Lewis, both the McLaren drivers, have lost a lot of positions as well.
Yeah, Alvaro Chabas is also front wing as well, and that's Bad Boy Man with the fastest lap. And that is 1 lap done here at Abu Dhabi. 28 more to go.
I think Cars is going to be under pressure from East there, and I think Cars will, knowing that Sandro is behind the East, surely Cars will just open the door. Look at the amount of drivers in the pit lane as well, Ben. There's been a lot of incidents. Matt G has spun it as well in sector 1.
And Pira is already up into P7 as it stands already.
Yep.
The Sendro tried to get past these here. He needs to push everything.
He's gonna go for it. No, not quite, not yet. But as it stands, just to give an example to everyone, Cars will be champion.
As the moment as it stands, yes. Anything can happen, like Finnick said. But once you know you're in this position, it's more of a bring the car home sort of job. But Pira, he is in P7 already and he's hunting them down. He is
Once
on the back
past,
of Super Turbo.
Once he gets past Super Turbo and Jack, that's when it gets really interesting, Ben.
It's going to be there, isn't he? That Boy Man with the fastest lap. 1.2 clear, of course.
He's checking out again.
And Jack finding that pace again as well. That's 2 DNFs. No. It's Red and Lewis.
That might be a safety car. Lewis and Red, they've come together in the final sector, and it is a safety car. Very early on in this race.
Red has just been crowned Constructor Champions as well in the Haas with Matt in bronze, and now she's crashed again in Abu Dhabi race after putting a lot of practice in this week. The safety car, bit of a breather for the drivers as well after just only doing 3 laps. You're going to kill 3 laps now as well. So.
But it's too early for surely too early a safety car for anyone to dive in the pit lane here. Let's see though, final sector. You never know if anyone's gonna gamble. I don't expect anyone. But
I couldn't expect anyone going in now, really. I don't know. Maybe we might.
But what for though? New
Hard.
mediums, set of salts.
Hard.
To the end.
Well, they've got a lap around 12, 13. But now I think that this will extend that run a little bit more now till around 15, 16, I can imagine. As Nigel has gone into the pits, so let's see what tyre he's going to go on. Maybe a new set of mediums. Maybe he got damage as well. Are they holding the front wing for him?
Yes, yeah.
They are, yeah. And he's gone on to the hard compound. But he's not going to lose many positions.
No, not only like 3 or 4 maybe. Just help Nathan though. Nathan up into P8. I don't know. I'm interested to know what happened between Red and Lewis.
Yeah, didn't you say they were side by side?
I don't know. I've seen them DNF at the same piece of track, so I only imagined they came together. Maybe one of the two spun and the car didn't ghost. That's the only thing I can imagine at this point. The safety car's gotta hurry up though. I've got a World Cup final to watch.
3 o'clock, yeah.
Who do you want to win then, Ben?
France.
Why? It knocked you out the tournament.
Yeah, but I thought I did say France were favourites when it started, but yeah.
I'm a Messi fan myself, as you know, so
yeah.
One country I want to win.
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be good for Messi to get his first ever, you know, but...
Yeah, and settle the GOAT debate, which is, in my opinion, already settled, but... Of course, then it's going to be Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Haaland, and then at some point you'll get Ronaldo.
Yeah. We'll see at 3 o'clock and so on.
It's going to be a good match though, I think. I hope.
Will, yeah, of course it will. It's France, Argentina. And then after that is the gold race.
Oh yeah. What I thought happened with the ghosting is actually what happened between Red and Lewis.
Yeah, the ghosting has been tough.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the gold race.
Yeah, you're racing, aren't you, tonight?
I am. I've got my wheel mounted back on my desk.
Oh, nice.
No practice.
It all works.
I'm gonna cheer on my best buddy, Def B.
He can still do it. It's very possible.
Gonna be one hell of a task, though.
Yeah, it will be, yeah. Oh, my 14 points or 13 points, Jeff? 14.
I'm not sure.
I think it's 14.
But safety car is in this lap.
It
We're
is.
gonna focus back.
It's back underway. It says green flag already, but hopefully this is not broken. And these guys have got a yellow flag. And just waiting for the safety car to go in.
Everyone's really following the safety car close. Where is he going to restart this race? He's weaving around in this final sector. Safety car in the pit lane now.
And he's gone already.
He's gone. But Cars had a good restart as well. He's only 4 and a bit tenths behind. East has not had the best of restart. Neither has Sandro. Perez right on the back of Super Turbo already. Is he going to go down the inside into turn 1? Yes, he is. But there's going to be contact. Perez, oh, he nearly spins around. Perez still keeps the car in a straight line though, and he's still in P7. It was a risky move, but a move worth taking.
He's
Nothing
got
lost.
Nathan on the back of him as well.
Super Turbo and F7R Jack really close together in the hairpin as well.
Nathan is closing in rapidly down the straight from Pira.
Nathan on the hards as well, remember? One of the only drivers. I think he's the first driver on the hards.
He's in P8, that's a good position. That was a good opportunity. Adidas is there as well, he's pushing to try and get past. Forrest is still losing a little bit of time, but East is right there as well. Sendro, he'll be looking to try and get past East to help cars run away.
Oh, Nathan has made a mistake. He's been overtaken by the Adidas, but he's down the inside again. Great battle between Adidas and Nathan.
Adidas is still
side by side in this final sector, and Adidas gets the move done. Some breathing space for Para as well. As F7R Jack gets a time penalty. That's early on in this race.
I think Cars is losing time to Bad Boy Man again, but I don't think Cars is looking to win this race.
No, not at all. Super Turbo still right on the back of F7R Jack as well.
We still have no DRS. Oh, there's a Ferrari around in the background. That's DJ Harvey. He's got that front wings. That's a safety car again. It's because he stopped on track in a dangerous position. And that's another breather for cars, and that is more laps going down the drain for Pira as well. Now what we see them do under the safety car.
Yeah, this is a point of making decisions, but it's also a point of stretching those mediums even further. Because they haven't worn at all.
No, I mean, he's quite surprised, I think. Would you just keep the track position and you carry on, or as we've got a nice shot from the helicopter here. Bad Boy Man, he's going in, Lucas, and so is Cars as well. Who is going to stay out here? Who is going to make the decision to stay out?
Para's in as well. Sendro has stayed out.
Oh, he's gone long, helping his teammate.
But there's a lot of drivers staying out, Ben. Bad Boy Man is going to be P7 coming out after this pit stop.
Cars is still in the pits as well.
Hang on.
He's only just coming out.
I thought for a second there that they were putting mediums on Para's car, but he's actually got hards.
Yeah, let's have a look at the tyres. It is all hards for the guys that just fit. Obviously, Bad Boy Man being the leading runner. Nathan as well on those hards. It's in a great opportunity.
Yeah, Nathan and Adi is in a very good position.
Yeah, it's not worked out overly great for the Mercs, Reese, you're right, but I think Sendro will be going very long here. I wouldn't be surprised to see that for Cars. I think this is their game plan. I think Sendro is he will be a buffer eventually, I think. If Cars can get back through this grid fairly quickly, with those cars having to bit as well, I think we will see Sendro really play the long game here.
think it might be actually a very short safety car, but everyone's already caught up.
Yeah, so I imagine it be in this lap, mate. We're on lap 9 now, lap 10 is the next one, and 19 laps left. Still a long time.
It is still a long time. We also haven't even seen DRS, I don't think. And we've had safety cars every time DRS has been enabled.
So what, we had 2 safety cars now? We can only have 1 more after this one. Oh, DJ Harvey did DNF, that is why. Let's see. DNF in the pit lane.
I didn't DNF on track, he drove away after the incident. I think it might have been in the pit lane. Didn't see.
But as it stands, obviously, Pira is outside the points with a lot of people still yet to put safety car in this lap.
It's going to be Sandro who's going to be leading away. Sandro going way slower than Bad Boy Man was. He's really punching up the pack.
Yeah, he needs to get this back up and go and run away. He needs to go early and he's gone.
Oh yes, and he thought about it.
Get a lot of the guys up. Now he's going. Oh, it's not a good restart again. It's not, no.
He's gonna keep his P1 though.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye out further back as well. What are Bad Boy Man and Cars doing? Cars gone a little bit deep. What's Para up to? Para's still in P12 behind F7Racing, but F7Racing didn't have a good exit out of turn 1. And F7R Para is right on the back of him. Is this maybe an opportunity for Para to dive down the inside in the hairpin? He is gaining. He is gaining. Late braking for Para if he wants to. He is down the inside of Jack. Good move, and he's up a position if he can get a better exit. They're still side by side. Who's going to get slipstream? There's contact even. And behind them is Black Mamba on the softs, who's going to be joining this party. Can they go 3 wide? Black Mamba backs out.
Jack is not letting Pira have this very easy. He's late on the brakes with Jack, yeah.
But that's now moved on for Para, and Jack's been overtaken by Black Mamba as well.
In behind, and that's Super Turbo. That was Cara's mistake as well. That looked like back there.
Can Para make a move immediately on Super Turbo? Bad Boy Man, can he go down the inside of Alvaro? Yes, good move.
Obviously, Cars have to do the same as well now.
He has to be so careful. Being stuck in this strain, it has to be so scary.
Vera is not very far away now.
Not at all. He's overtaken Super True actually as well. He's behind East. Vera can see his rival now for probably the first time this race. And Bad Boy Man is watching this battle between Nigel and Nathan as well. Nigel down the inside. Bad Boy Man is going to be careful to not make contact.
Nathan is still the one that comes out ahead of that. Bad Boy Man is trying to get involved. They look like Piro and Super Trooper are battling side by side.
They are. They really are side by side.
They're wheel banging.
The leader doesn't know what's happening. Oh, there's massive contact further up ahead. Nathan is out. Oh, there's massive contact further up ahead.
What's happened to Pira though? Where's Pira?
And it's a virtual safety car. Para's still in P9, but East has been involved in an incident as well. Nathan's been pushed into the wall. And I don't know by who.
It was by Nigel.
It's a virtual safety car this time, though, not an actual safety car. I think Cars has come off without damage. I think Para has not got damage either. I think East has lost out. Nigel's got damage.
Is the one that's lost out, yeah.
No damage for East, though, crucially.
No, there is still 2 cars that separate cars. Oh, and Sendra's in the pits. And no one else is boxed. Yeah,
so F7
I'm sorry, Nathan.
No,
But it is
it's green flag again.
Oh, it is green flag. We're on the racing. And now this is important for East Cars. He needs to get past Alvaro Jabaz and needs to be up there with Bad Boy Man. He needs to get away from Pira.
Yeah, there need to be more cars between him and Para.
But look at this. Pira is going to be closing on East because East has no DRS. And look at the straight line speed from Pira on East. There's cars battling side by side.
Down the inside, around the outside now of Alvaro. Good move. More traction on the exit.
Needs to push.
Got DRS as well.
Needs to push.
Here comes Para though. Para's gaining on the East. Not enough though.
And now Cars has got a push and he's going to make some time up on these guys. He needs to stick on the back of the Bad Boy Man. And he needs to get away. Let's see what Pira does. Can he get past East? Can he get past Alvaro Jabaz? There's going to be no DRS here.
Cars is already caught up to the back of Bad Boy Man, and Bad Boy Man is right on the back of the gearbox of F7R Burger. And Burger again is on the gearbox of Adidas. It's this massive train band. If you look on the minimap, it's just everyone except Sandro, Steg and Nigel.
Yeah, Bad Boy Man is right on the back of Burger now. Adidas in the lead of the race again. And no, Bad Boy Man is coming out Burger.
And Para's coming at East. Para's gaining on East, even with
DRS.
DRS.
DRS though.
Para's used a lot of his overtake. And Bad Boy Man's gonna go. I think Cars might overtake both of them here. Cars has got an amazing exit coming out of the chicane. He's gonna be side by side with Bad Boy Man, but he's gonna let him go.
We'll let Bad Boy Man go.
Smart driving by Cars. Very smart. Something happened with Adidas as well.
Picked up a straight 5 seconds.
He must have cut the chicane whilst he was overtaken maybe by F7R Burger or something. And in doing so, got an illegal overtake and didn't give it back. We all know that Adidas, he might be the most aggressive driver into the pit. Adidas will not give up his P1 position in this race. For the life of him. Para's so close again. He's gonna maybe make a move on East here in the hairpin. Late braking for Para and he's down the inside of East. Ferrari and Red Bull side by side. If he gets a better exit now, he can maybe overtake Alvaro Jabaz as well. Still side by side. And Alvaro is giving a slipstream to Para. That's gonna make Para gain. He's gonna overtake Alvaro in the chicane as well. Down the inside for the Red Bull driver and he's made a double overtake, Ben. That's crucial and he's now right behind Cars.
Yeah, East had to follow him then, and he didn't. East decided not to, and now, this is it. Cars is battling with Adidas and Bad Boy Man here.
Bad Boy Man has overtaken Adidas.
And Cars has gone really wide.
Yellow flag behind us for Super Turbo. Are the nerves starting to kick in here, Ben? Cars has spun it! Cars has lost it! Cars has spun his car around!
Oh my god!
It's Para into P3 and Cars has spun it in the middle in the final sector.
Wow! It's all overtaken now. It's into Pira's hands. This car. It's in his hands. How the roles have reversed.
Everything could have happened in the race, is what Phoenix said, and he's just proven in the final sector, the tricky final sector, Cars has spun it round. No pressure whatsoever. Of course, we've seen Pera, the driver behind him, but he had it under control, Ben.
Yeah, he did. He just got on the curve and too much power there. This is the most trickiest part in Sector 3. Cars just needs to get his head down now. Forget all those nerves. You've got to catch him. This is massive. This is huge for Pera.
Yep.
His eyes were lit up with joy when he seen that. But let's not forget East is in this battle as well. And Senjo is there with his teammate as well. Can they get anywhere near him again?
Massive drama here in the final race of the Silver Division.
Yeah, unbelievable things has happened.
Unbelievable scene. I was on board with Cars to see if he maybe could overtake Adidas in that final sector, and he just, the back end of his Mercedes just went.
Just couldn't keep the grip.
No, Ducky, I don't think so, because I think Pera has more wins than Cars. So Cars really needs to finish ahead of Pera.
Yeah, it's only 3 points as well that separate them. Obviously, if Cars finish P3 and East and Cars, if Pera finish P3 and Cars finish P4, I think will how many points?
No, it's still going to be Pera because Pera has more wins.
Pera, yeah. Is Cars gaining anything on these guys? He is coming back to the train. Pera is not too far away from him, Lucas.
No, the thing that could save Cars, the other flag in Sector 1.
Let's see the stops. They've all had a pit stop as well, so none of them are pitting out. And left is the safety car.
East could really help Cars here, because if East overtakes Pera here, which he might, he's going to be down the inside. Now, if Pera stays P4, Cars gets back to P5, then Cars will be champion, because that difference is only 2 points.
Yeah,
we're going to have to do a lot of maths.
Today. We will, yeah. But there's a 4-car gap from Cars.
Yep.
To Pera. Don't go anywhere, guys. Anything can still happen. And there is obviously time penalties ahead of Pera as well. So let's not forget that one. As Adidas is now into the pit. And it's Pera and East that are battling with Bad Boy Man that's been flying up the road.
Those pit stops though will help Cars. It's P6 now. Alvaro still has to go into the pit lane as well. Time penalties can also still play a factor in this race then.
Yeah, it sure can. Cars is already now 2 cars away from Pera. And they're still battling. Pera and Pera's going to get a lot of a better exit on East now as well. That's Nigel out. He's in the pit lane. That is in the pit lane. Pera is gaining. He's gaining. He's going to look for the outside maybe. No, he's not going to make a move there.
Pera and Cars both have 2 warnings. But surely Pera now is the driver who doesn't want to take any risks. He doesn't have to overtake.
He's in a good position.
He's got a time penalty. There's no point for him to...
he just wants to stick with him in his DRS. 10 laps to go, Lucas.
Oh, after that second safety car, it's absolutely flown by.
The Cars is flying. He's on the back of Alvaro Chabas now. And look at this as well, because Jack is catching Pera and East.
Jack has shown great pace. It's set
fast
left
really
start as well.
This is vital for cars here. He needs to get past now.
Get a flag in sector 3, that's for Black Mamba. And he spun around.
Now Roger Bass saying there, you're not my fight. Come.
Might be the nicest guy in this open.
He really is. He gets out of the way of the fighting. Cars is still not out of this.
No, not at all. Not in the slightest.
He's done well on these past 4 laps from his spin to get ready back into this.
And however much Perez seemed to be struggling in qualifying, he really has turned it around in this race. You know?
He has, yeah. He's got rid of all that. I could, Hanky, yes. 11 lap olds for the top 5. Sendro has now passed Alvaro as well. That is it, I think. Pira, is he going to be able to get past East this time?
I've been on board with Barra. I've seen him lift in braking zones. I don't think he wants to.
He's going to be losing time now.
Finnick, yeah, for people just tuning in, Cars somewhat comfortably ahead of Barra in this race until he lost it in sector 3 on his own. The back end of his Mercedes just stepped out on him and he couldn't save it.
I am ready, Hanky, yeah. Let's get it, mate. I would really love to get my second world championship, and the back-to-back season's never been done before, so no, I'm really excited, yeah, really excited. It's more excitement than nerves, put it that way, so yeah. And that's a car moving out of the way, a back marker. Cars is still a long way away.
Yeah, he's not gaining so much time anymore. The gap has been stable around 4.2, 4.3 seconds. Perez still, it's been 4 or 5 laps race. Ooh, he's gone deep though.
Sure has, yeah.
Got to be careful to not get that warning.
Only 9 laps left, Lucas. And
Starting to get real now.
It is. Is Pira going to be crowned our silver world champion, or is there going to be another twist in the tail? We will soon to find out.
A late safety car could throw some more excitement in this race, even more excitement in this race.
Good, yeah. Lucas, do you want to check the warnings as well, people's track limits, etc.? His car is out. He cannot catch these guys any quicker than what he would like to. Kira has recharged massively as well.
He's ready to defend if need be.
He just put himself in prime position from the spin of cars.
East has actually caught up a lot of time to Bad Boy Man.
Yeah, Bad Boy Man is not having the pace he was probably like. Just wants to bring it home though. He's had a great back end to the season. Oh, and East has made a mistake.
I think unless East pins it into a wall, I don't think Perez. East will have to open the door so wide for Perez to think about making the move.
He's not even pushing ERS under it as well. He's going to get him though. Could become really close here. East is defended. And here comes Piro, Lucas. He's pushing. From the outside, he's going to be able to make that move. And he does make the move.
Move done. Will East hang on though? Will East try and re-overtake him?
I think he's going to be able to with what the ERS is looking like as well.
Oh, and Cars has got a time penalty. He's
picked up a 3
nail in the
seconds.
coffin.
Only a few laps left to go. Sandro is catching his teammate as well. He's on fresher hards. We will be giving everyone an interview that was in this championship fight, and the top 3 as well, obviously.
That's a lot.
Well, we'll just keep it as Cars and Pira. And obviously East and Bad Boy Man as it stands. But don't worry, Lucas, we won't miss the football, mate.
Oh no, I'm not on about the football, but we're gonna have to interview a lot of people.
It's the end of the season, isn't it?
That's true. Are we not going to do that end of season thingy?
Maybe that might be a thing next week. Maybe. Not next week. The weekend after, maybe. We might have some fun and see what Nathan wants to do. That was cool, right? When we did that before.
Yeah, that's season 1 only. I think when we did that, it was so much fun.
Sandro could get a podium here if Cars lets him pass, but I can't imagine Cars is going to let him go past. I think Cars has accepted his fate here. With 5 laps left to go. He's not let anyone down, Dilly. He's had a tremendous season. He's still a young lad. With a great amount of pressure that's been put on his head today. And he's struggled against a good Pira. He's been brilliant all season, this Pira.
What do you mean Cars let me down? He's driven an amazing season.
He has, he's been great.
Awful thing to say.
You gotta imagine what that guy is going through right now.
He'll be kicking himself.
He will be gutted, yeah.
And we're all gonna have to show the greatest of sympathy and empathy for Cars because he's driven a great season. He's made this silver season that at some point looked like one-way traffic. One of the most exciting seasons that F7 has ever seen.
It has been unbelievable for silver. Yeah, obviously we've had our ups and downs. But when it comes to races like this, it is unbelievable. And Cars is still out there giving it his absolutely all. He hasn't given up, pushing every lap.
it's just a case of bringing it home now.
It is, and it's just all on the day, yeah.
Everyone's tires are old. There's no one's really gaining, trying anything.
It's just wrapping it up now, isn't it? Sandro is coming as well, and there's no one that is close to anyone that from outside of the, even from P4 and 3. They're not all close to one another. They're not in the DRS. Nothing's really happening towards the end of this race. East is sticking with Pura. He is staying in the DRS, but I think Pura is just not pushing. He is just doing the prime example of bringing that Red Bull home. Soon be crowned the silver champion. Yet another new winner in silver, Lucas. No one is
there's going to be no double champs in silver, of course. That's not possible at all.
Not possible.
Only gold where that's possible. East is in the pit lane.
Yeah, he's
Why is East in the pit lane?
Trying to get fastest lap, maybe. He knows he's got a 3-second time penalty. He's given position to cars as well. He is a Dutchman, obviously. But will Sandro take this position off cars here?
He's gaining a lot more now. It was 1.8 lap ago.
Obviously, Jack is going to pick up a podium as well. What are cars and Sandro going to do here? Because Sandro is really pushing, pulling in. All out there on his own now, Piro, Lucas.
Yep.
Let's not forget Bad Boy Man as well. Bad Boy Man got the full tank of ERS. He's been in the lead from start to finish, this boy.
He's making a statement.
He really is for next season. He's been there for the past 5 to 6, 7 races. And he's bringing it home again for half. He's been outstanding, Bad Boy Man. Mills should be very proud of himself. But I think it's going to come down to the more wins, Finnick, and I think Pira has more of them. Cars really actually just finish ahead today.
If it's tight, then it's going to go the way of Pera. Pera has won 5 races in silver, Cars has won 4.
What was that again, sorry? Cars has won 1 on it?
Pera has won 5, Cars has won 4.
Wow, that's so close. It's literally just to the wire, yeah. 2 Mercedes are bringing it home together. Nope. They are Constructors Champions as well. Cars has to take that to him as well with him. Obviously that's a great achievement for him coming from bronze to silver.
And look at Maggi in P7.
Yeah, Maggi as well, a bronze driver. I think he comes to silver next season. I can't remember the grid off the top of my head. Get that consistency back within the grid. I hope to see 20 votes for the first race from everyone. That would be really nice to get the season back underway at Bahrain. That would be really good. 2 more laps left for the silver division, guys. How do you think cars will? How do you think Piro will be feeling now, Lucas? Raging with joy.
Relieved, I think, will be the overall. Yeah. Maybe even somewhat surprised. I don't know. After qualifying, I think Piro would have been. He didn't have a good qualifying, or did he? He wouldn't have been full of confidence going into this race. But he always was near cars, near enough to cars for if anything was to happen, he could capitalize, and that is exactly what happened in this race.
Yeah, 100%.
And I do also think, which is completely understandable, by the way, that the pressure and the nerves got to cars a little bit.
Yeah.
At the point where it was the first time where Pera was actually behind cars, and that was the moment where cars also spun in the final sector. I think the nerves got to him at that point, and I mean it's so tough. It's way more tough than people will think.
Here we go.
Yes, it's a game, but
yeah, but when you've been doing it all season long, all year long, you give everything to be in this moment. At the point. So here we go, the final lap of the race, and I know exactly how Pera will be feeling. It's just no silly mistakes now. Let's just get to the line. No matter what lap time you set, you don't need to win. You've got a podium as well.
He joined our silver division at round 5 in Australia. Came in, qualified on pole, won the race, took fastest lap, a full 26 points on his debut. He had a lot of criticism. We have had a lot of criticism about him being too fast for silver.
Yep.
But at some point, Captain Blade started turning up, cars started turning up, Sandro, East. It was a 5-way fight for the silver championship. And it went all the way down to the wire here in Abu Dhabi. Main 2 drivers, of course, Cars and Pera. But Sandro also still in the fight. Unfortunately, Sandro couldn't do anything today to either help out his teammate or mount the championship fight himself. But now Pera in this final sector. It looked like one-way traffic for him at one point in this season. But nerves got to him as well. Maybe a bit of arrogance got to him as well. But that arrogance will be rewarded though. Final few corners here around Abu Dhabi. And coming out of this final corner here in the silver division, it is going to be Pera who is going to be world champion here in the silver division after such a long and exciting season. Ben, what a drive.
Unbelievable. Commiserations to Cars as well. But Pera, yeah, you are the world champion of the silver division. And that gives you an instant promotion to gold. And I hope you're excited about that as well. But let's not forget Bad Boy Man of the seasons he's had as well. We'll get the reactions really shortly. And with Jack as well, Geordie lad, he done well today. And he's come and put it on the top spot on the podiums as well. Sandro and Cars, what a season they've had as well. We'll get the reactions really shortly. But wow, Lucas, what a season, my friend.
Oh, I think this might be the best season that we've done together, Ben. We've done a lot of them, I think, all the way from season 2. But this really was a great season. It started off worse. We really had to work to get silver back up to par, back up to decent standards, which we did, I think. And I think it's a great end to the season. East is doing donuts. Stack Fellows is weaving around in the final sector.
Nice to see that they're all doing donuts, and you got East there doing donuts. Obviously, didn't have the race that he would have liked, but he's just given the donuts probably for the winner. He would have done that for anyone. East has had a great season as well. Let's not forget. Broke his wrist as well this year. He did, yeah. He had a great comeback drive there, Reese, you're right. I can't give enough credit to Sandro as well. He's been great all season. Put it on the top spots a few times. He's got a lot better as well, and I'm sure he's thanking Hanky as well for helping him along the way, because we all know that how fast Hanky is in gold, and he takes that top spot as we are just waiting for East to finish it up for us as it comes across the line. Stay tuned, guys, because these are probably going to be some emotional interviews. As we've got 33 viewers here that are watching this championship decided. We've got one more tonight for gold as well.
So yeah, Bad Boy Man, F7R Jack, Pera, and of course also Cars. If they can join this party, we'll do some interviews.
Yeah, that will be nice just to finish it off if you can all join and just get your reactions of the season and your feelings of the race today. Yeah, Maggie, that was really fun. I knew it was going to be an amazing stream today for silver. Seen the giddy, mate. Giddy. So there you have it then. Bad Boy Man is your race winner for the 3rd week in a row. And from P10 on the grid, and probably driver of the day, is Pira in P2 after a disastrous qualifying session. P3 is Jack, P4 is Cars, Sendro in P5, P6 for Super Turbo, P7 for Manji, P8 for Burger, P10 for Adidas and Average Bass in P10, and that locks out the top 10 with a few DNFs as well. So let's get on the way with these interviews then. Who do we have? Do we have everyone here, Lucas?
We do.
All right, then we will start with the illness of F7R Jack. Jack, how you doing, mate?
I'm just about breathing. How about you?
That's all right, mate. We will keep it short and sweet. Try to anyway for you. How did that race go for you?
I think I said in the Twitter chat, it's the most draining race I've ever done. I'm so frustrated that I feel like this because I really love this track. I felt like it's the same as in Mexico. I felt I could have been fighting for the win here. I felt like I had the pace. It's just any time I really pushed. I'm literally in a pool of sweat right now, and it's not because I'm a fat boy either. So yeah, it was a tough race, but 3 podiums in a row. I'd rather be a little bit higher than 3rd.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
3 podiums. You can't complain. It's a good end to the season.
Just want to say, Jack, you've had a great ending to this season in silver, mate. I think you've surprised yourself a little bit more than you would have thought. You're picking up podiums in silver now. Obviously, you're still looking for that race win in silver, but that must be a great feeling going into the new season.
Yeah, for sure. I've got a lot of confidence. I feel like on my day I can hang with these guys. I haven't shown it yet.
Yeah.
It's easy to sit here and say it, but I've got to show it now as well.
Yeah, 100%.
But there's some really fast drivers in here. Mel's is rapid. You think he's one of the last 3 now. He's an absolute fire.
Yeah.
Pera, Cars, Sendro, absolute animals, a lot of them. So to get 3 podiums in a row is a massive thing for me. So, but we'll see next season. I want at least a few wins, but again, I don't think it's going to be anything like bronze where we're getting 5 or 6 on the bounce. But we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see, Jack. Obviously, you've got a great opportunity going into next season. I'm sure you're excited and you'll give all the practice you can. I just want to say as well, great season. Thank you for everything you do around the Discord as well. It's really appreciated from me and Nathan and the other boys, especially Lucas as well. You helped me and Lucas with silver and also with the bronze that you do for yourself and gold as well. So, big shout out to you for that.
Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate
worries.
all that we all do, to be fair. It's all a team effort.
Yeah,
so, cheers, lads. I really appreciate it.
And Lucas, you want to touch up on anything before Jack goes?
No, Jack, I'm just excited to see what you can do next season. And as Ben said, you really, ever since you've become Bronze League Director, you've been amazing, mate. The work you've put in, it's amazing. Cheers, bud.
Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate it. Let's see what next season holds.
That's it. Well done, Jack. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much, lads.
We will go straight to Bad Boy Man then. We'll save Pira to last, obviously. Bad Boy Man, Mills, how you doing, buddy?
Yo, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. Another race win, 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That must be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's good. 3 times in a row. That's nothing you could expect if you see my first half of the season.
Of the season, yeah.
So it's, I don't know. I'm doing drugs, I think.
Patrick!
But no one come near you, obviously, today.
No, it's. I don't know,
You were out there at this just flawless race and a good qualifying as well. You and East were dominating the qualifying.
first pole also.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah. I never had pole in silver.
Oh, okay.
This is my first pole.
But yeah, unbelievable, Mills. I just say, great back end to the season. Great race today as well. And how's your confidence feeling going into the new season? You must feel like you can maybe start to get some more race wins, and maybe you could be in a position like Pira next season.
Yeah, I hope I can be in the top 3 next season. Of course, there are a lot of fast guys like Pera's called Cars, Cars East. All these guys are very fast. Jack, everyone is fast. So everyone can win it next season. It's just we will see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
And congrats to Pera for the championship also.
But thank you, Mills. Lucas, you want to touch up on anything, mate?
No, I'm. You're a good bet for the championship next season, Mills. Who would have thought?
Thank you.
Well done,
I
Bob.
hope so. Thank you, mate.
Well done, Mills. On to Cars then. It's obviously not the day he would have wanted, but I'm sure he's full of spirit. And Cars, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, buddy. How does it feel? Obviously, you came into this race leading the championship by 3 points, and obviously, it's all come down to the last one. And I get the pressure must have been massive, the nerves must have been high. Just talk me through your emotions at the start of this race all the way to the end, mate.
Yeah, well, the qualifying was pretty okay. I mean, I wasn't as quick as Baboman and East, but it was okay, and I was a few positions ahead of Para. And well, the start of the race was really good. The safety cars were nice because the tire wear was a lot less. And yeah, then I went on into the hards, the second safety car.
Yeah.
But those hards, I have struggled with them in practice as well. So and I spun, and then yeah, well, it was over. I mean, I had no pace left. So well, then congrats to Pera. It was an amazing season, amazing battle,
Yeah.
but just unlucky in the final race.
Yeah, in the final race, it all come down to that. I can hear it in your voice how upset you are, and you're such a happy kid all the time, and when you see something like this happen, it's tough, you know. But it could only go to one person, Cars. But I just want to say
Yeah.
as well, you've had a brilliant season. It's from start to finish. You started the season off in bronze. Let's not forget that. And Lucas approached you and and gave you that seat. And Lucas came to me and let's give Cars a chance. You know, he looks good, and you know what? You've really improved all season long. Yeah, I'm getting quite emotional myself because me and Lucas run this all season long, and when it can only be one winner, I would have been like this if it was Pyrrha as well. But Cars,
Yeah,
you've done
well,
absolutely brilliant, and you got to keep your head up high, mate.
yeah. Next season, I hope there's gonna be another title fight. I mean, Bad Boy Man is quick as well. He's done a
Yeah.
hat trick now, so.
hmm
And hope for a second battle like this next season. It was an amazing season, and really congrats to Pera because his season was so nice. It was
Yeah,
the battle, yeah, all the emotions. Yeah, it was
yeah. It
a great
was
season.
brilliant, Cars. Lucas, do you want to touch up on anything, mate?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate what I said during the race as well, Cars. You've given this championship new life. When at some point it looked like one-way traffic for Para, you really took the challenge to him all the way to the final race, and I think that might be the most impressive thing throughout all three divisions here in F7 this season. It's just amazing the battle that you two have put on, and it's always been respectful. And it's a shame you didn't come out on top, but there can only be one winner, unfortunately. But just keep your head up, and next season will be yours, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna sweat some practice for Bahrain.
That's it.
That's a great spirit. As you see there, guys, in the comment section, Cars has showed great spirit, and that's a winner there. Even though everyone's winners, no matter what, where you come in the championship. So, Cars, well done to you, mate, and I wish you all the best next season.
Thank you, mate.
On to Pyrrha then, the world champion, and I'm sure he's here, and I'm sure he's going to give us a loud roar. Pyrrha, how you doing, buddy?
Mate, I'm fucking buzzing.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
From the start, like from last week, I was so stressed onto coming onto this race. I literally, I'm speechless about this. I didn't think cars would spin. Like I didn't think this would happen. I thought I would lose it. I would lose. I didn't.
I have to ask, Pyrrha. Obviously, your qualifying was absolutely shocking. You're spinning after every lap on the out lap as well. You were lucky to not
I know.
keep the wheel. You were lucky to keep a wheel on the car. Yeah, just talk me through the emotions. Like I said, to Cars from start to finish. How did you feel, obviously, in qualifying and when the race came?
Q1 was good. I spun, of course. I'm not gonna talk about much in Q2, but like I was doing my first flyer lap and just like Cars just goes on the straight line on the racing line and just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that, but like I just made a lap on the mediums. I just get through into Q3. Somehow, magically, I get onto the mediums, P10, and I just stayed P10 on quali. And I just went into the race. I was full focused from lap 1 on to lap 29.
Yeah.
I did the right thing with the safety car. I pitted on the second safety car and last safety car, and I just went until the end on the hards. My pace was rapid, and Fabian East, he helped me a lot through the race. Like or just like alongside for like 10 laps or something. He was being clean. I was being clean as well. I was respectful to him, like I always am on track at least. And well, then he just spit it, and I just wanted to challenge for the win, but Mels was too fast. The last rounds, he just became so fast, so rapid. After Singapore, like, he's been so good, and I'm happy for him. I think he's going to be one of the main contenders for next season in silver, because as everyone know, I'm moving to gold for next season. Yeah, that's all. I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know how you feel,
This
mate.
race has been one of the greatest races I've ever raced, and I didn't even win it.
Yeah.
From P10 to P2.
P2, unbelievable drive. You are my driver today. You're probably Lucas's as well after that comeback. Lucas, do you want to touch up on anything, mate?
No, there's nothing more to say than a big congratulations, Parrots. You've dominated the mid part of this silver division. You've had a lot of criticism towards you. A lot of people who wanted you to move to gold. We've always stood by your side and we've helped you. We knew, sometimes we know you maybe was a bit too fast for the silver division, but I think with cars coming at you, it's been great, and it's shown that even someone who actually might be gold pace. I don't know, how am I saying it? It means that the top of silver all are gold pace.
Oh yeah,
it's not only one driver. So yeah, massive congratulations. It's thoroughly deserved, Para, and you should enjoy it.
I am.
Yeah.
I enjoy this. I enjoyed this.
Big congratulations, Spira, and I wish you all the best going into gold next season, mate. So let's have some nice battles on track and enjoy it.
Can I say thank you to someone?
Of course you can, whoever you like, mate.
My engineer, the person who was engineering for the whole race, he just helped me a lot, and that was Strat, he helped me.
Oh, strategy, okay, yeah. Ben.
Yeah. He's amazing. Thank you.
Ben.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Pira, and enjoy the trophy that you'll get through the post. And
I will. Oh my God! Thank you.
We'll see you next season, mate.
Well done,
appreciate it. Thank you.
Well done, Pira.
Thank you.
Wow, what a season, guys. Lucas, what did you think of that today, then?
I think it's been. I've said it numerous times already. It's been the best silver season in my opinion.
We say it every season.
Yeah, but we do say it every season. But I think throughout all seasons of F7, I think this might be top 3 of best division seasons of all time in F7.
Yeah,
it started off terrible, to say the least, and then I'm being nice if I say it started terrible, but. At the end, the standards have been upped. I can't wait for next season. As we also say every season, I think next season will be even better. But we can only wait and see. But yeah, it's been another band to do it with you again for I think it's the fourth season in a row.
Third season now. Yeah, that was our fourth on the next one.
I couldn't do it with a better person
thanks, mate.
By my side. So yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely brilliant. Like getting quite emotional ending this stream because me and Lucas we work as hard as we can to keep all the drivers intact and keep it all friendly and stuff. It's big thanks to Nathan as well. If Nathan's give us such an opportunity to do something like this, and by doing what we do is paying him back in a way. But now Lucas, like you said it perfectly, mate. I couldn't do it with anyone else, and I wouldn't decide to do it with anyone else anyway. You're honestly one of my best friends around. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ben. It's been great.
Yeah. So that's it from me and Lucas. It's a wrap. But don't forget tonight at 7 p.m. We're back with Nathan. That is the gold division, and that is myself and Def B going up ahead. I'm just gonna say it now. Trust me, if I become a world champion tonight, expect floods of tears like the first one. So, no, I still gotta get over the line. But yeah, be ready, guys, because I'm coming in with a fight, and let's get it. So thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Brilliant as always. We're ending the stream with 20 viewers. That don't normally happen much, and for you to stay around to listen to our voices, is brilliant. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and we will catch you in 4 weeks' time. And don't forget as well, you all have a lovely Christmas. Stay safe, enjoy your time, and we'll see you soon.
See you next season, guys. Bye bye.